I hate to break it to you, but when it comes to building an audience, there are no secret formulas, magic bullets, or proven blueprints, no matter what all the other YouTube courses tell you. And that's because there's no one-size-fits-all approach to building a successful channel. Every creator has their own unique path that helps set them apart from other channels and grow their online presence. But when you look at the best creators in the world, there are some patterns that come up over and over again. In this lesson, I'm going to distill the core practices that help unknown creators break through the noise and grow their audiences from 0 subscribers to over 100,000. There are 3 main stages of audience growth that most big creators progress through. Build a small community, become an expert, and expand outwards. Each stage helps creators leverage their growing expertise to attract a broader audience. Let's dive in and discover the practices that will help you hit your growth goals. We're starting off in stage 1, build a small community. Here's the situation. You've set up your channel, written your bio, and created your content strategy. You've made a video or 2, but you don't have the confidence or skills to create at a high level. You have approximately 0 subscribers. Your goal? Achieve liftoff and get your first 1,000 subscribers. Your strategy to get there? Build connections and skills. And the practices that make up your growth strategy? Sharpen your skills, collaborate with others, leverage short-form content, and build your brand. Let's talk more about these practices. Sharpening your skills as a creator is a non-negotiable practice for getting your first 1,000 subscribers. Improving your craft includes mastering video editing techniques, improving your storytelling abilities, and even getting more comfortable on camera. As you become more skilled in these areas, your content will naturally become more polished and engaging. As you progress, this will eventually lead to better viewer retention, increased sharing, and more positive feedback, all of which contribute to your channel growth. There are 4 main ways to sharpen your skills. Create often. It takes repetition day after day to get better as a creator. Learn from others, so take other online courses and seek out free quality resources. Analyze the technique of other successful creators, and get a mentor or coach. Just because your audience isn't growing doesn't mean that you aren't growing. Notice the growth you make in areas outside of metrics. Watch how your skills improve from video 1 to video 25. Collaborating with others is a great practice for audience growth, and one that I personally use to help me get from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. By partnering with other creators, you can tap into a new audience and expand your reach. Most often, these collaborations come in the form of interviews. Whether it's for a podcast or a specific YouTube video, interviewing people helps to pull in a new audience, especially if you're able to leverage short-form content. More on that in the next practice. These collaborations don't strictly have to be interviews either. Sarah Dietschy is a fantastic example of someone who was able to create a unique collaboration that would go on to launch her own career. During the height of Casey Neistat's vlog series, in which he made a video a day for 534 days from 2015 to 2016, Sarah decided to make a parody. The video, How to Casey Neistat a Vlog, was a hilarious and spot-on recreation of one of Casey's own videos.
32 miles, 5:30 a mile pace. Not too bad.
It was so good that it caught the attention of Casey himself.
Sarah, I'm gonna link this out of your video.
That single shout out helped her go from 4,000 subscribers to 40,000 in one day. This was her big break. The collaboration gave her a huge bump, but let's be clear, this isn't how she got over 900,000 subscribers and an interview with Mark Zuckerberg. No, that came from the consistent effort from that point on, as she sharpened her skills, collaborated with others, and implemented the many other practices I'm going to share in this lesson. If you're lucky enough to get a break like this, don't waste it. In the resources below this lesson, I've included 2 email scripts to help you secure collaborations with other creators. Leveraging short-form content is a very popular and moderately effective way to grow your YouTube channel. It's really difficult to gain traction on YouTube with 0 subscribers. So in the beginning, you should cut down your long-form videos into bite-sized content to share on TikTok, Instagram, and in YouTube Shorts. The focus should still be on quality over quantity. You aren't going to win the numbers game, but every view helps early on. If you can move a dozen followers from Instagram to your long-form YouTube videos, that's a big win. Here's exactly how I was able to do this myself early on. I started out by interviewing friends and acquaintances for my podcast. Very few people I interviewed had a following, but I was able to land a couple big guests in my first 30 episodes, specifically my friends the Minimalists and the podcaster Rich Roll. They each had a couple 100,000 followers. This was a big opportunity for me to connect with their audiences, so I didn't want to waste it. After the interviews, I created a couple high-quality short-form videos for them to share on Instagram.
We went through some very difficult financial times, and we almost lost our house. Like, I risked everything, and I put a tremendous amount of strain on my family.
I made it as easy as possible for them to download and share, placing absolutely no pressure on them to do so. Sure enough, they shared the content with their audiences, and I watched in amazement as my notifications blew up over the following days. Sure, I didn't get 40,000 subscribers in a day like Sarah Dietschy, but I did get close to 1,000. To be honest, it felt more like 1,000,000. This was a pivotal lesson early on, demonstrating the power of collaboration and how short-form content can help introduce you to new audiences. Again, I don't think this is the best long-term strategy for getting views on long-form content. Eventually, you'll find that the best way to earn fans on your long-form videos is by consistently making great long-form videos. Building a brand can be a helpful way to distinguish your channel from others on the platform, but what the hell does it mean to build a brand? It's more than just a logo or color scheme. It encompasses your unique voice, style, values, and the overall experience you offer your viewers. Building your brand means creating and establishing a distinct identity for yourself or your channel that is recognizable, consistent, and resonates with your audience. Strong branding can help enhance your credibility and authority in your niche, making it more likely that viewers will trust and follow your recommendations. If you want to get started on building your own brand, here are a few places where you can start. Take a professional profile photo, pick your brand colors, create a logo, customize your YouTube homepage, build a website with a custom domain, create a newsletter, and update your branding across all your social accounts. One of the biggest benefits of creating a brand is that it helps you look more professional and can lead you to securing more collaborations with bigger guests. When you've mastered the 4 practices of stage 1, you'll be able to reach your first 1,000 subscribers. These practices will continue to be important as you move to stage 2, but there are some other important considerations you should make if you want to continue to grow your audience. It's time to move on to stage 2, become an expert. Here's the situation. You've started to get into a rhythm with your content, and you've built confidence writing, filming, and editing videos. You've earned your first 1,000 subscribers, and while your audience might be small, they're leaned in. Now to get to the next growth phase, you need to become known for something. Your goal? Catch and ride the first wave to 10,000 subscribers. Your strategy to get there? Become known as an expert. And the practices? Doubling down on your niche and bringing something new to it. While it can be frustrating to not have any big hits on YouTube at this point, you're on the brink of something big. Let's talk about these practices. A well-defined niche can help set you apart from other creators, making it easier for potential viewers to discover and remember your channel. You've already started to narrow in on your niche in the content strategy lesson of this course. Your content pillars are a reflection of your passions and interests. By creating consistently within each of these categories, eventually you'll find something that sticks. My first niche was minimalism. How did I know it was my niche? My audience told me. Every time I uploaded a video about minimalism, I'd get more views. When you notice a topic like this resonating more and more with your audience, you need to channel most of your resources in that direction. That doesn't mean that you have to stop making all videos and all other content pillars, but it might mean that you are heavily creating within that niche for a short period of time. It may be months, it may be a year or more. Do this until you really start to gain traction and you hit your first 10,000 subscribers. That is, if growth is your main goal. This practice helped me cross the 10,000 subscriber threshold and was when I realized, hey, this whole YouTube thing might actually work out. Having a niche alone, though, isn't enough. In order to make an impact, you need to bring something new to the table. The world doesn't need another Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan, or PewDiePie. We've already got them. What the world really needs is you and your unique perspective. I was able to bring something new to my niche in a few ways. First, my videos were cinematic and higher quality than other videos in my niche at the time. Second, I embraced a self-deprecating approach. I avoided taking myself too seriously, and I was honest about my own imperfections. 3, I was a man speaking in a category mostly filled with women. And 4, my videos were slow, methodic, and calming. Instead of opening them like most other creators at the time with quick cuts and fast-paced music, I slowed things down and often used light instrumentals and orchestral music to set a completely different tone. I only realized what made me different in hindsight, so you might not be able to identify exactly what this will look like for you right now. You can only learn by doing. So as you consistently make video after video, you'll gradually refine your niche and uncover new ways to introduce fresh ideas into your content. Again, the practices that you've developed up until this point will continue to be a core part of your growth strategy, but now you're ready to adjust your plan and add a couple new practices. It's time to break through to stage 3, expand outwards. The situation, you're on your way to becoming a pro. At this point, you've pushed through the hard yards and poured years into your YouTube dream. Now it's time to build on that momentum and turn it into something even more impactful. Your goal, cast a larger net and earn 100,000 subscribers or more. Your strategy, become known, full stop. And your practices, expand your content and build your dream team. Let's talk about these practices. If you want to become known, full stop, you need to expand your content and create more videos around your other content pillars. Think about your favorite creators. They don't just have one niche. They're able to explore all of their interests and know that a majority of their audience are still going to show up. I'll be honest, early on, I was a little bit worried that I would have to talk about nothing but minimalism until I died. Don't get me wrong, I appreciated every view that I got, but I didn't want to be pigeonholed to a single category. So I started to branch out and experiment with new topics again. I stopped doubling down on my niche and I explored other areas of self-development. That's what eventually led to my 30-day experiment series. It took me from a few 100,000 subscribers to a few million. People might look at you sideways when you first start to explore new topics, but it's vital for your growth and your creative fulfillment. You probably got to this point by doing a majority of the work yourself. You've spent thousands of hours behind a computer screen, and now you're ready to start offloading some of that work. Here are some of the first hires you might want to make. A manager to help coordinate brand deals and integrations. An assistant to help find collaborators, interviews, and help plan shoots. An accountant to help you with taxes and bookkeeping. A video editor to edit your videos and repurpose content for social. And a copywriter to help you write newsletters, sales pages, and social content. Now, before you run out and hire someone as quickly as you can, I like to share some advice I wish I heard when I started building my team. You don't need to hire anyone. You can manage everything yourself and keep your overhead low. Over the past few years, I hired a dozen full-time employees aiming to scale my creator business and produce even more content. But as I scaled my team, I realized that other things scaled as well. Things like emails, problems, expenses, performance reviews, difficult conversations, and so much more. I discovered that I was so much happier running a slower, simpler, calmer business. So I stripped everything back to basics and became a solo creator again for the first time in years. This reduced my overhead, it alleviated unnecessary pressure, and eliminated all the time I spent managing other people. I could focus on what I loved without the constant need to hit payroll every month. I still hire freelancers for specific tasks like design, copywriting, and accounting, areas where I either lack expertise or interest. And with no full-time employees, I enjoy a far less stressful life. While many creators aspire to scale and grow as much as possible, I want to remind you that staying lean is an amazing option. It can help maintain your sanity and help keep your passion for creating alive. Regardless of where you are on your audience growth journey, the most important factor in expanding your channel is to consistently produce the best videos you can. This commitment to quality is the key to achieving sustained growth, whether you choose to build a team or do it all yourself. Now that you've mastered YouTube strategy, it's time to learn how to make better videos. Head to part 2, Master YouTube Content, to get your roadmap for making consistent, high-quality videos for your channel.